how one man survived the Titanic and how you could too. His name was Charles Joughin, and he was the head baker on the Titanic. Practically nobody survived that didn't get on a lifeboat after impact. When they were boarding all the lifeboats, which obviously there weren't enough, and almost all women and children, Charles went back to his room and he had a drink or two or three or four or five. This was even featured in the Titanic 1997 movie. Basically, he got super drunk. And while lots of people towards the end of the ship sinking were jumping into the water, he did something that was really smart, which was that he stayed on until the very last second, as accurately depicted again in the Titanic movie. He went to the end of the ship and then hung on until the very last second. And then when he eventually had to get in the water, he was so drunk that he stayed calm. He didn't exert a lot of energy like everybody else did. And while the experts say that alcohol doesn't normally help you in these situations, it did here, because he was so drunk. As he said it afterwards in interviews, he basically swam around for 2 hours until sunrise because the sinking happened overnight, until he eventually found an overturned lifeboat. As he also said, there was definitely some damage done, but he survived. He went right back to work as a ship baker and ended up doing it so long that he served for ships in World War II. The other best ways to survive would be putting meat inside your clothing, lots of layers, and looking for things that would be buoyant. Crazy story overall.